Losing a loved one is undeniably one of the most painful experiences we face in life. In the midst of that profound grief, the last thing anyone wants to deal with is a complicated legal process.
Yet, for many families, the reality of probate looms just when they are most vulnerable. If you are facing this daunting process, you are probably asking yourself one overwhelming question right now. How much will a probate attorney actually cost?
Before we begin, please note that this video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute legal advice. Always consult a professional for your specific situation. Losing a loved one is incredibly difficult, and the legal process that follows, known as probate, can make it even harder. Simply put, probate is the court-supervised process of validating a will, taking inventory of the deceased's assets, paying off final debts and taxes, and distributing what is left to the rightful heirs. For many grieving families, navigating this unfamiliar legal system can feel completely overwhelming. While very simple estates can sometimes be handled alone, the vast majority of situations benefit greatly from a probate attorney's guidance.
You should strongly consider hiring an attorney if the estate is complex, such as involving business ownership or properties in multiple states. An attorney is also crucial if family disputes arise over the will, or if you simply lack the time and expertise to handle complicated court procedures and legal deadlines on your own. When navigating probate, attorney costs can vary wildly. This usually comes down to four main factors. First, location. Lawyers in bustling metropolitan areas generally charge more than those in quieter suburban communities. Second is estate complexity. An estate with just a home and a bank account costs far less to resolve than one with multiple properties, business interests, and complex investments. Third, experience. A seasoned probate lawyer often commands a higher rate than a newer attorney. Finally, the chosen fee arrangement, whether hourly, flat fee, or percentage-based, directly dictates your final bill. Let's start with the most common billing method for probate cases, the hourly rate. Typically, probate attorneys charge anywhere from $200 to over $500 per hour. This wide range usually depends on the attorney's level of experience and the geographical location of their law firm. The biggest advantage of this structure is that you only pay for the actual time the attorney spends working on your case. However, there is a significant downside. If the estate is complex or family disputes arise, those billable hours can quickly add up, making your final costs highly unpredictable. Another fee structure is a percentage of the total estate value, which in some states is set by law. The benefit is you pay no upfront costs as the fee scales with the estate. However, for a simple but high-value estate, you could pay a massive fee for very little actual legal work. These statutory fees often use a sliding scale, like 4% of the first $100,000 and 3% of the next. The third option is a flat fee arrangement, charging a single fixed price for the entire probate process. These fees typically range from $3,000 to over $10,000. The main advantage is absolute budget predictability. However, be careful. If unexpected complications arise, like a contested will, those extra legal hurdles might not be included in your initial flat rate agreement. The fourth structure is the contingency fee, where the attorney is paid a percentage of the assets recovered for the estate. This is rare in standard probate. The pro is a no-win, no-fee guarantee. The con, a massive chunk of the recovered assets goes to the attorney as their fee. While attorney fees make up a significant portion of the probate process, they are certainly not the only expenses you will encounter. There are several other mandatory costs that grieving families must prepare for when navigating the legal system to settle a loved one's estate. First, court filing fees generally range from $200 to $1,000. Executor fees compensate the person managing the estate. You may also need to pay appraisal fees for real estate or antiques, bonding fees to protect the estate, and publication costs for legal notices in newspapers. Combining these with attorney fees gives you a complete picture of the total financial obligation. Probate can be expensive, but there are proven ways to reduce these costs. Start by shopping around and getting multiple quotes from different attorneys.
You can also save money by organizing all necessary documents, like the will and bank statements, yourself before handing them over. Avoid costly disputes by considering mediation to resolve family conflicts. Clear communication with your attorney and family members prevents misunderstandings and unnecessary billable hours. Doing the simple tasks yourself can also significantly cut down on the attorney's workload.
Also, ask if your estate qualifies for alternatives like summary administration, which is a much shorter and cheaper process than traditional probate. Finally, don't hesitate to ask your attorney about flexible payment plans to help manage the financial impact during this difficult time. Before hiring a probate attorney, it is crucial to ask the right questions to avoid unexpected costs. Ask about their specific experience with probate cases in your county. You should also clarify their fee structure, what services are included, and request a written estimate. Finally, ask about potential challenges and how often they will communicate with you. Asking these questions ensures you make an informed decision. Estate size drives probate costs. Small estates under $75,000 see fees around $1,500 to $4,000. Medium estates up to $500,000 typically cost $4,000 to $15,000. Large estates over $500,000 often exceed $15,000 in legal fees. But remember, these are just rough estimates. The actual complexity of the assets heavily impacts your final bill. While probate attorney fees might seem like an extra expense, their true value is immeasurable. A good attorney ensures the estate is administered correctly and efficiently. They save you from costly errors, prevent stressful delays, and expertly mediate any family disputes that may arise. Most importantly, they protect executors from personal liability, giving your family the invaluable peace of mind needed to focus on healing. Need a probate attorney? Start your search at probateus.com/directory. Worried about costs? Local legal aid offices and pro bono clinics can help. How long is probate? Simple estates take 6 to 12 months, while complex ones take over a year. What if there is no will? State laws step in to distribute the assets automatically. Navigating probate doesn't have to add financial stress to an already difficult time. By understanding these costs and asking the right questions, you can find a probate attorney who fits your family's needs and budget. For more resources and guidance on navigating end-of-life planning and probate, visit funeralus.com today. Let us help you find clarity and peace of mind. Thank you so much for watching. We hope this guide has helped you better understand probate attorney costs and feel more prepared during a difficult time. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and share your experiences or questions in the comments below. Take care, and we'll see you next time.